college. There's been some recruitment going on in the NFL. That's because the Philadelphia Eagles apparently are out here recruiting Ezekiel Elliott because reportedly he has narrowed his choice of teams down to 3 when it comes to where he wants to play next. And the 3 teams that he is eyeing apparently are the New York Football Jets, the Cincinnati Bengals, which would be a homecoming of sorts for him playing at The Ohio State University, where apparently he wants to wear number 15.
Yeah, he's put that on Twitter. I want 15 back.
Yeah.
And that's the number he wore when he won the national championship at AT&T Stadium with The Ohio State University, and the Bengals are in Ohio. OH. Oh, that's what they do.
The other team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Now, let me tell you why that would fit. Because he's not going to be the lead back. They just signed Rashad Penny, but Penny's always hurt. Now you add Zeke, it would just be a slap in the face of the Cowboys, because you know the Eagles are infatuated with the Cowboys. It's just are. I'm talking about the Eagles organization and their fan base. Remember, they got DeMarco Murray. They overpaid DeMarco Murray just to take him away from the Cowboys.
That's right.
So this would not. That doesn't surprise me at all, but I don't think Zeke is going to go to the Eagles. I think he really is going to wind up in Cincinnati. I'm going to give you the hints. Number one, he did tweet out, I want my number 15 back. Where is he number 15? The Ohio State University. Where is Cincinnati? In Ohio. At the same time, they actually need a running back too. You say, wait a minute, they still got Joe Mixon. Yeah, they do with his issues, but still, the person that they lost was OU's own Samaje Perine.
That's right.
Guess what Samaje Perine does? The dirty yards. That's what Zeke still probably can be able to do. Dirty yards and those touchdowns on the goal line. That's all I thought he would be able to do. When I thought, now I guess wrong. I thought that Zeke would come to terms with the Cowboys with a small contract that he would be happy with, and that all he'd have to be doing was the dirty yards and the goal line touchdowns. That's it. Pay him for that league minimum. He'd be happy with that. But they say, you know what? We're going to cut you, rip this Band-Aid off right now, let you find a fresh start, and then we can go see what else we can do. Now, I didn't like it, but I'm not mad at it. It makes common sense. At the same time, I'm not mad at him for entertaining wherever he can go. I think he's going to wind up with the Cincinnati Bengals, let alone Lyle Collins is there. That's his buddy. Him and Dak like to go fishing together, all 3 of them.
Now, John Clark, who covers the Philadelphia Eagles for NBC Sports in Philadelphia, who covers his team very, very closely, sources telling him that he is told as of right now the Eagles have not engaged in conversations with Ezekiel Elliott about joining the team.
That's the player.
And are happy with the running backs they have right now. It seems the Eagles, Bengals, Jets are a wish list for Ezekiel Elliott and where he would like to play. Now,
let me tell you the other backup running backs real quick for the Philadelphia Eagles, for those who wonder who else they got. Because don't nobody know about these running backs anymore. They're no names. They're nobodies. Some guy named Kenneth Gainwell and some guy named Boston Scott, which is why
Boston Scott can play.
Yeah, he can play, but he ain't play good enough, not for 17 games. That's why they're looking at Bijan Robinson. Just case cut. It ain't going to be Zeke. They are actually going to spend a draft pick on Bijan Robinson, which is the Cowboys' greatest nightmare. You don't want Bijan Robinson going to the Eagles, but that's what they can do because they got 2 first-round picks.
There is some recruitment already happening, though. Lane Johnson, the all-world offensive lineman for the Eagles, had the eye emojis like, what?
Well, it's no different than Micah wanting people.
Tweeting at Ezekiel Elliott, and then Darius Slay quote tweeted Lane Johnson about 40 minutes ago saying, quote, I know you want to run behind the best offensive line at Ezekiel Elliott. So already.
Just buckle up, Cowboy fans. He could wind up there, but I doubt it. They're gonna go after Bijan Robinson. I mean, it's just that simple. Now, the other thing about the third team, we didn't talk about the Jets real quick. They just slinging money at names. That's all this is. There is no real reason except for the Jets were 25th in run offense last year. They were terrible in their running game. Well, that's because the rookie that they drafted, a guy named Breece Hall, he got injured, missed the final 10 games of the season.
Yeah, torn ACL, yeah.
The other guys, Michael Carter and Zonovan Knight, they had 703 yards, 4 touchdowns last season combined. They would just sling money at Zeke just to say we got another name and put another butt in the seat to watch him run. Run with old ass Aaron Rodgers as well.
Yeah, I like what you're saying there, 940. Best fit for Zeke would be with the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's what I said. I said it over the weekend.
Yeah.
My personal things, I would not be surprised because they took a flyer on Le'Veon Bell. They took a flyer on Shady McCoy because they don't really use a running back a lot. They just use him just in case. And I say just in case because all offensive want to be able to have a threat of a running game. Not necessarily use it, but the threat of it, so the defensive coordinators have to be honest. You have Zeke back there from time to time. He can get a ring, and you can keep him honest. Him going to Tampa Bay, which you've also heard, is only because they fired with all these different coaches back in January when they cleaned house. They fired Skip Pete, his running back coach, and that's where Pete wound up. There's no other reason for anybody to tie him to Tampa Bay other than Skip Pete, but that don't mean he's joined at the hip with Skip Pete. I truly believe if those three teams are who he's linked to, it's going to be the Bengals. My personal choice is Kansas City, but there's a Tolo that texted me over the weekend said, don't be surprised that Buffalo throws some money at him too.
If I had to just take a quick guess, mine would be Tampa. Tampa makes the most sense in my mind.
Why?
You got, as you mentioned, Skip Pete, running backs coach, that's there, familiarity there. Leonard Fournette's gone, and they could use another back to go along with what they have in Rashad White down there.
Okay, so let me tell you,
back between
let
me
give y'all some knowledge. Let me drop a knowledge bomb on y'all. At Zeke's age, he's not just going to get paid. He's already gotten paid. It's not about familiarity with his running backs coach. It's about where can I get a ring? It ain't going to be Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's retired. I'm sorry, I like Baker Mayfield, but he ain't going to make a difference for them, okay? Tampa Bay ain't going nowhere. Zeke ain't going someplace where he ain't going anywhere. His greatest chances of getting a ring for this minimum wage salary, because it's not about getting paid. He's got paid. And with the skill set he's got left, go to Kansas City, go to Cincinnati, or go to Buffalo, or if you have to, damn it, you just go beat that. You just go ahead and go to Philadelphia.
Dallas. I lost my whole train of thought. So I tried to get it myself.
I said got, by the way. For those who listen online, I said got. I've been in the barbershop too long.
Oh, man.
Made your eyes open up, didn't it?
I mean, I think I got it myself. We'll see.
I said got, though.